Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the dark and daring world of smugglers throughout history. From secret tunnels and pirate ships to hidden compartments and elaborate networks, smugglers have always found ways to outsmart authorities and make fortunes. Today, we'll explore some of the most famous smugglers in history, their stories, their methods, and their legacies. First, what exactly is smuggling? At its core, it's the illegal transportation of goods, sometimes people, across borders. The reasons vary: avoiding taxes, bringing in banned substances, or simply chasing profit. And throughout history, whenever there's been a law or a restriction, there's been someone willing to break it for the right price. Let's start with the Prohibition-era in the United States during the 1920s. Alcohol was banned, but that didn't stop people from drinking. Enter the rum runners, smugglers who transported alcohol from Canada and the Caribbean into the U.S. One of the most famous was Bill McCoy, known as the Real McCoy. He smuggled high-quality liquor and became a legend for his honesty. He never watered down his product, which earned him his nickname. Rum running wasn't just small time. It involved speedboats, organized crime, and huge profits. Next, the 19th century Opium Wars created some of the richest smugglers of all time. British traders, like those working for the East India Company, smuggled opium into China, leading to widespread addiction and even war. This was smuggling on a global scale, backed by powerful interests. It wasn't just a crime, it was international politics mixed with massive profits. We can't talk about smuggling without mentioning pirates. Blackbeard, for example, wasn't just a terror on the seas. He was also a smuggler, trading stolen goods and illegal cargo along the American coast in the early 1700s. Pirates often worked with corrupt merchants and officials, creating a shadow economy that rivaled legitimate trade. Fast forward to the 20th century, and smuggling takes on a new form: drugs. One of the most infamous smugglers of modern times is Pablo Escobar, the Colombian drug lord who built a multi-billion-dollar empire smuggling cocaine into the United States. At his peak, Escobar was making around $70 million a day. Then there's Amado Carrillo Fuentes, known as the Lord of the Skies, who used fleets of aircraft to move tons of cocaine across borders. These figures didn't just break laws, they reshaped entire economies and societies. Not all smuggling involves drugs or alcohol. Throughout history, there have been smugglers of people. During World War II, resistance networks smuggled thousands of Jews and Allied soldiers out of Nazi-controlled Europe. These smugglers were heroes, risking their lives for others. Of course, there's also a darker side. Modern human trafficking is one of the most profitable and devastating forms of smuggling today. Smugglers have always existed where there's opportunity and where there are restrictions. From rum to opium, from people to gold, their stories remind us of the constant push and pull between law and desire, control and freedom, profit and morality. Some smugglers became legends, others villains. But one thing is certain: as long as there are borders and bans, there will always be those willing to break the rules. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the shadowy world of history's most famous smugglers, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories.